Hey, y'all, come on in. It's great to see you.
We have a seasonal homage today from Stirling Soap Company.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
We are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, y'all, come on in. Thank you for finding our little barbershop. If you happen to be here during one of the live premieres, why? Join the live chat, Meet the Whiff Pack, a cool group of folks hanging out from all over the world. They'd love to meet you, too.
They would, and for our mention today, we have the new Captain's Choice Polish Bowl tattooed.
Yeah, constant viewers will know that aquamarine Captain's Choice Bowl is one of my all-time favorites. And when they released this a couple of weeks ago, I jumped all over it. It is the polished colorway, shiny like a new penny. It's already got a little bit of tarnish on it because I've used it a few times, but what a beautiful bowl this is. Thank you, Captain's Choice. And thank you for throwing in a couple of extra things.
We have a Nor'easter, which we did the episode for, but I'm super excited to try the new shaving cream version that they have.
This is a different formula. We reviewed the soap. This is the cream, so that's exciting.
And then they also snuck in a fun coaster.
The world's greatest. Are you kidding me? It's the nicest coaster we've got.
I think so.
And what is our soap today?
Our soap today is Bonafide, which we have heard some rumblings that this is an awesome homage to a Protestant.
Ooh, and Mr. Lane over at Adopted Acres has really been educating us lately on the Protestants, but we do not know this one yet. So, hey, let's meet the soap. All right, y'all, so from the sales page at stirlingsoap.com. Now, there's not a whole lot here, so we're going to give away a few scent notes, so spoiler alert.
If you're a suitor, this scent is for you. Said to be the most office-friendly scent. The base notes are amber, cedar, patchouli, and sandalwood. Middle notes of iris, violet, geranium, and mate.
Well, now that's new. Mate. What does mate smell like? Do not Google what does mate smell like.
No, it's okay. We found it. And then top notes of neroli, black pepper, cardamom, and carrot seeds. Okay.
Y'all, inspired by Prada L'Homme. And when did this come out?
2016.
So a more recent Prada cologne, y'all. And for the gentleman, I am excited about this one.
Too.
Carrot seeds, cardamom. And this is the most office-friendly scent.
Sign us up.
And it's not named after somebody from The Office. Okay, I'm excited about this. Let's see what mysteries and wonders are hiding inside this box.
All right, here we go.
What else was in here? This is the Evergreen Forest, I think?
Yes,
right?
we got to wait for Evergreen Forest.
And a sample for y'all. Let's see what this one is. Oh, y'all, this is British leather. So this is an homage to English leather, which I used to get from my Aunt Janice and Uncle Tom when I was 8 years old. If you don't think that's weird, send an email to we sent you.
Okay, here we go. There's our soap.
There's Bonafide. Look at that.
And then we've got a splash. If I can get it out of
menthol?
here.
I forgot about it.
No menthol.
No, this is just the pure juice. All right.
We're going authentic.
Let's do perfect friends. Oh, nice. It's a green ring on a green soap.
It kind of has a teal effect. Yay!
All right, y'all. Let's have this Bonafide first impression. All right, let me paint you a picture.
Okay.
You're at your office job at Matrix,
okay,
and I come in to deliver some sandwiches, because that's what I do. And you smell this scent on me. Would you classify it as a crowd pleaser? Take it in, see what you get.
Going for the crowd pleaser. We should have a crowd pleaser scale.
Oh!
We should do like a thing.
You know, that might be kind of cool.
Right?
Because some of our favorites are not crowd pleasers. They'd be down toward the 1 or the 2, but that would be an interesting metric.
Like, you can wear this to church, we say sometimes. Like, you know, when you're going to be sitting next to people close. Like, is this a deterrent for people? Or are they going to want to sit by you?
When I first got my first dupe of Calvin Klein's Eternity, it was made way too intense. And I put on 3 or 4 spritzes and realized it was way too much. Oops. But I was late for Mass, so I went to church anyway, and I was sitting behind 2 of the sisters.
Oh, no.
They let me know right away that there was a problem. There was a lot of nose covering. There was a lot of coughing.
Oh, no.
And as soon as you could kneel for the first time, they were gone. I denied them Eucharist with my stink. Oops. That was not crowd-pleasing. Well, not if you're nuns, but That would be a great idea. How crowd pleasing? A scale of 1 to 10? How would you do it?
Yeah, because like I feel like 1 to 10 is good because, you know, a 3 right in the middle, that doesn't give as many options. I feel like it could depend on the type of crowd. So I feel like we need a little more of a buffer in between, you know?
Okay, you're going to see that today for the first time on the Barbershop Duet. All right, take it in. Let's see where you would put the crowd pleasing metric for this one.
Let's see.
That's funny because I bet the forthcoming apple waffle will be like a 9.5.
Okay, going in.
Yep.
We've done so many like Thanksgiving scents. I gotta strap in for the homage again.
I am noticing kind of similarities between the autumnal homages.
It's true. I mean, they have. It makes sense. Like it's clearly a seasonal for a reason.
D503 Spice Bombs homage, right? Detonate. Oh, beautiful stuff and very autumnal. All right,
I'm
take
curious.
it in. See what you get.
Oh, I would say this is super crowd pleasing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Where's it sitting? 1 to 10. Let's start there. 1 to 10 crowd pleasing in an office.
I'm gonna say like 8.59.
Oh!
So quick whiff. There's like citruses, a little aquatics, but with a little winter-ish happening.
Yeah.
So I do feel like there's not many things like scent note-wise in here that would deter people. So that's why I think, yes, the office friendly, but I also think like Christmas party. I think, you know, anywhere you think you have to be like a little more focused on your attire.
Now, I
plus
did
around
notice
people.
patchouli was a scent note. That might be a look for some people. Do you get the patchouli?
No, I think it's just used masterfully in the perfuming way here.
Love it.
Let me dive back in now that it's not just for
what
the
else
crowd
are you
pleasing
getting?
part.
What's like jumping out?
You know, I really thought it was going to be way more overwhelmingly masculine.
Oh, right.
It's definitely a men's cologne.
Because that's in the name.
Right. But maybe just off the puck, it's a little more tamer on the masculine hit.
Nice.
And the other parts are coming through. We can decide when we get to the splash. That could change. But the parts that are here that are more prominent, I think it is. I'm getting like the greens and the blues. This is actually a really good color palette. So good choice here, Sterling.
You know, one of our more astute viewers pointed out that D503 and Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce, also known as Lightest Red in the Stirling world, are super related because they were designed to be. And we took a new sniff and we went, oh, there you go, right? Totally. So our viewers are really smart. Are there any other homages that are sort of jumping out at you with this?
Ooh, I might have to sit with our lineup because it's familiar-ish, but I do feel like it's a standalone. Like it is more on the Prada side. Like sometimes we can tell if it's a Tom Ford homage. We can tell if it has a certain vibe to it. This one, it definitely has that classiness of the perfumery side coming through. Like it is super complex. I know we read a giant list of things, but overall, it doesn't have... You know, like I'll usually say a word brisk or not on the cleaner side or something. This one has sweeter, but more with the citrusy sides coming through. I think there was like a neroli or something like that we read. The woodiness here is not so in your face as some of the other autumnal ones that we've been doing. Like that's much been more of a thing. The tobaccos, the woods. This is used differently for the scent here to make it masculine. So there's a part that it's not a powder clean. And I know we use clean sometimes, so I'm trying to translate for you. If I could have a winter aquatic, maybe, like, there is a foresty, there is that, you know, like when the snow's melting, that is water. It's not like ocean aquatic, but there's something in the chill part of the air that's coming through. Like, it could be good for a foggy day, but I do also feel like if you really wanted to bust this out all year, you could. It doesn't have to be just in the winter category.
Nice. Now, how bracing is it? Is there like an evergreen sense? Is there like a mint or a menthol sense?
There's something in the back, and it's the image that we sort of talk about sometimes that it's marble, like that type of
like
a clean
cold stone.
There's something like that at the back. I'm not exactly sure what's creating that.
Sometimes it's a soft metallic note that does that.
But it doesn't have the warm sides of the scent. We've really been getting a lot of those. This is more that cool side, if that could have a smell. So just to distinguish some of the ones that we've opened more earlier on in the fall, this is approaching to me much more of the winter side of a scent. I'm trying to see if I can pick out a certain scent note, but it's blended so well. It's kind of hard. I feel like it has a nice way of bringing out the masculine side without shoving it in your face. Like sometimes colognes are like so upfront masculine, like what you were saying earlier. I'd be like, as soon as you walked in the room, I would have known. But this has like a really like, hey, that's a very approachable person. I'd want to hang out with them. I think on our spectrum of things, it's really pushing that lever to the crowd pleasing scent here.
Hey, well, I'm excited to get my nose on this.
I'm hoping you can pick out some scent notes because I was just trying to go in with the vibe because I really couldn't pull as much out as I thought I'd be able to.
So whether it's a law firm or Walt Disney Animations, they could all pretty much wear this in the boardroom.
I would say from off the puck, yes. Maybe at the splash I might change my mind. But for right now, Yes.
Well, knowing Rod and Mandy's nose and seeing the word crowd pleasing already makes me excited.
It's
so
true.
here we go. Let's dive in. Bonaparte. Oh, it's beautiful pour. Okay.
You guys shake it. It helps.
Oh, you know what I love about this? It takes the sweet all the way up, and right at the moment where it would have gone to 1980s, 1970s, 1960s, it stops the sweet, and other things come in to be the charming. And I'm getting those other scent notes. You know how we have a couple of soaps that like give almost a diesel or a gasoline note by how they are building the accord, that it's not diesel or gasoline, but it's how the accords are formed? Y'all, I am getting the most fabulous sense of other accords coming together to build up something as charming as leather, and that is being the sweet that is in this.
Okay.
It is like a Fonzie's jacket kind of a
There you
leather,
go.
though. It's like, it's that. Hold on.
More crowd-pleasing leather, maybe.
And then flanking that are these gorgeous florals that are not allowed to get sweeter than the leather. That's an important distinction, because the scent notes that are coming together to give that illusion of leather are the ones that are giving their sweet notes to it, and the florals are not, which is really cool, because then you can get a sense of what those florals are without the sweet getting in your face and curling up your nose. And I think that's what makes a masculine floral. It doesn't go too sweet. It lets you dive into the personality of the flower itself, almost like an attar kind of thing going on. Whoa. Okay, let me do one more.
See, that was like first whiff, second whiff. What's the third whiff bring? Let's see.
You know, I'm now getting that white stone that you're giving me, and I think I know why this is a perfect office scent.
Okay, let's hear it.
This scent is calming.
It's a good word.
This scent is the recorder to the cobra snake, y'all. There is something about this that when I breathe it in, something about my inner caveman goes,
I think that was like the cozy winter vibe I was getting, but I didn't know how to put it into words. Like something of that.
well, and here's why you want that for the office. When I was a CFO, the only thing that would kill a meeting was like a temper. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
If like
doesn't take
emotions
much.
got involved, no, this is business and we need to talk about it. There's rules of decorum. You know what I mean? So like, this is the smell of Robert's rules of decorum. Like, this is kind of just the smell of a friendly, calm meeting where there's not like a line of people breaking down the door, where's my money at Patelco. No, this is different. Because on days when my office was calm, those were awesome days. Those were the days I remember. And there is something about this, that when you smell this at the office, you're just like, hey, nothing's going to bother me today. I'm going to sit here and get my work done and maybe have a little milkshake under my desk.
I think there's something like, I mean, obviously I'm not a man, but in the parts that are masculine side that are coming out, there's something that I feel like would add a little confidence to your day. Or like what you're saying, like just everything rolls off your back. Like there's just a chill side.
Well, think about the calmest guy you know. He is also the most confident guy you know. There's just something about that connection.
Right.
Yes, this is just that salve. This is that song that soothes the savage beast in me. Is like, there's something awesome about it. And I totally get how this would give that friendly vibe to the office without making it too cartoony, if that makes sense. But you know what, though? Hold on. This is just a delightful, calming scent. So I think the sales page is gearing us a little bit toward the office line of things.
Yeah.
But I really think this is a charmer on just about everybody, from accountant to chimney sweep.
Where would it be on your crowd-pleasing scent scale?
This is a Marcus scent. Because y'all look at me, this is a little bit related to Gucci Envy. This is a little bit related to just a clean, beautiful, soapy smell. And I am on my ultimate quest to find that one scent that people won't identify as a cologne. They'll just identify it as Marcus has finally bathed. And that is what this has in it. Just something about it being clean and put together without it being too bossy. This is just the ultimate best friend on your shoulder scent.
So crowd-pleasing wise, so for me, I think I said like 8.5.
Oh, yes.
Where would you put it?
I forgot our scale. Okay, yeah, hold on. Wow. You know, I would say they're right. This is like the foundation of crowd pleasing. This is like the definition, because it's not too intense.
Yeah.
And none of the scent notes are in a balance where anyone would pick them out.
True.
So if you don't like freesia, it's not like you're going to smell this and go, oh, it's not that freesia in here. And if you want to dive in and find woody and floral and beautiful scent notes, you can. And if you want to take this in as its own beautiful, soapy, clean personality, you can. Well, like you said, it kind of melds to your personality, like a good best friend on your shoulder would.
Well, maybe we should lather it up and see if it talks to us a little bit more.
Ooh, and
Break in
y'all,
our copper
this
bowl.
is my captain's choice shiny copper bowl if you missed the very beginning. And y'all, our godson is a craftsman. He makes his own guitars. So we put this in his hand and we were like, yo, how much do you think this cost? And he looked at it real good and he goes, wow, this $150, $200. And we were like, 40. And he goes, for shipping? And he's like, no. 40.
The bowl.
So captain's choice, my captain's hat is off. This is amazing. There's just something about holding something that is this level of craftsmanship in your hand.
And I forget how much that can really hold the heat super well, which I forget.
Y'all, I will put some hot water in the sink and just set this into the hot water so it does kind of a dry bloom of the soap. And by the time I get out of the shower, the smell in the bathroom is amazing. So here we go. This is the patented Barbershop Duet lather. This is the third or fourth one I've made in this bowl. So we're going to vertically bloom the soap, let the water chill out at the bottom, and then just invite the soap to find its way onto the bristles forwards and backwards. And then turn the brush, the patented Barbershop Duet pivot. And then we're going to get the same amount of soap on the bristles just from a new orientation. Then we're going to turn the brush again. Then we're going to do the same thing. So about the time we've got about 20% of the soap left at the top of the bowl, it's all been loaded into the bristles of the brush and at a nice spirograph orientation. So that is ready for the world's greatest face lather, or if you're bowl lathers like us, now slowly, because it gets sloppy at this point, go down and get the rest of the water. The brush is going to soak it all up. Then start to build your lather and amazing things happen. And I am not ashamed to tell you that the greatest shave I've ever had in my life was with a Stirling base.
True.
A few moments later.
Hey, y'all, I know we never comment on lather here at the Barbershop Duet, but would you look
It's waking up well
that?
here.
Is that not a glorious lather with just 60 seconds in this bowl?
I know. If you really
Stirling
took like the
soap.
5-minute time to really build your lather and
I
spend
know.
some time with it, this is just the quickie show version. So
Y'all, this is so crowd pleasing. This is something you will only find here on the Barbershop Duet. This is the Disneyland is at capacity for the day with on 3, 1, 2. Wow. Okay. So I don't even think you would identify this as like an EDP. This smells like a person's personality. Is that wild?
No, I'm with you. And it's not that it's a subtle scent, because that's not the case.
Right,
but
no.
I think whoever's wearing it, like the potency is going to come out with your personality. Like it's going to vibe to you.
It's gentle.
Yeah.
It's gentle.
Yes.
So where like Sterling Gentleman is a little bit more pronounced, perhaps even in the bossy side of things. This is the opposite. This is a Mr. Rogers, LeVar Burton, gentle scent.
Right?
Smart, clever, to be sure, but kind and gentle. And I think, boy, that's why this would be a great crowd pleaser at the office. Nobody's kind and gentle. And y'all, when we watch our lather talk, we do like to see how John coats the face. So I'm just going to do a little bit of this. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the job of a lather is to hold water, and Stirling does it just about as great as anybody in the business. And this brush is the best $12 you'll ever spend in the wet shaving world. I love this thing.
I gotta say, having this like towards my face, getting a whiff of it,
Right.
there's a classy side to it. Like it does, you can tell it's a Prada scent.
You can.
But it's more
You
like for
can.
all the people, if that
Right.
makes sense. It's
Right.
not that it's like price pointed so high you can't have it.
Well, you know what's interesting? As much as Sweet Stuff from Stirling is a beautiful, feminine crowd pleaser, that is also based on Prada candy.
I forgot that.
Another gentle, feminine scent. I said it kind of smelled like my sister's room growing
Right,
up.
there's
Just
that
like
vibe.
gently sweet and female. This is that gently sweet and masculine.
Yes.
Kind of a flanker to that.
I would agree. I was trying to
Oh.
think if there was an age group that this would vibe in, but
You know what?
it's kind of hard
I
to pick.
love this because I would give this to Zach, who's
Yeah.
17. I would give this to my grandpa. Like,
Yeah, there's just something nice in it.
talk about a crowd pleaser,
Yeah.
y'all. And I think I need to have another look at these scent notes. Can I please see a menu? All right, y'all, back to the sales page at sterlingsoap.com.
So for our base notes, we start off with amber.
That's where I'm getting the powder, that beautiful, gentle amber scent.
Interesting, because normally to me, amber adds like an orangey kind of warmer hue to a scent.
Yeah.
But there's something here that it does work. It just makes it keeps it on that gentle side, I
Right,
think.
like a white amber. Somehow,
Yeah, there you go.
And
That's
then
what I would call it.
Cedar, beautiful. That's the woody scents, almost peppery, like pencil shavings.
But
And
that
then-
goes right into the patchouli and sandalwood. Like somehow those three are good friends right there.
And I love that patchouli and sandalwood are mentioned together because I feel like they're taking the edges off each other, right? The sandalwood's making the patchouli more creamy
Yep.
and friendly. Ooh.
And just a gentle masculine hit. But
Right.
then, yeah, with the middle notes here, this is where it gets a little more pretty soft.
Love this.
The iris, violet, geranium all connect.
Y'all, and I think the mate, however that smells, is taking the edge off the flowers because
Yeah.
the floral sweet is not the sweet I'm getting. It's not the prevalent sweet. I'm getting it from other things, the
Yes.
amber, the cedar. I love that they turned down the sweet on the floral so you can sense them in a new way. And then top notes up.
Okay, and here is the neroli, the orange blossomy kind of fun, into the black pepper. I think that's the crisp kind of marble tone I was getting. Something on that like kind
Almost
of hitcha.
Carbonated
Yeah,
feel.
exactly.
I love that.
A little fall friend, cardamom.
Going in my mashed potatoes at Thanksgiving next week.
And
y'all.
then carrot seeds.
That may
finish
not
us
be a
off.
bad thing to add to. That's
Good
beautiful.
try.
And inspired by Prada L'Homme. So what are the 3 most crowd-pleasing scent notes in that list? I think we're looking at the amber. I think we're looking at the sandalwood.
Okay.
And then one of the florals, I think, is the heart of this. That's the trio.
I think it's almost how all 3 are bouncing off of each other.
Right.
Like how we talk about, sometimes it's like they take a scent note and they take all the pokey things off.
Right.
For me, it's like how the iris, violet, and geranium, whatever could be the masculine, brighter, whiter sides of all of those are like creating their own thing.
And then I sometimes find that there is going to be that one mysterious note. Like, you know all of them in the top, you know all of them in the base, and then right in the middle, like here, like today, there's mate in the middle. Y'all, I think those scent notes that are lesser known and more mysterious are sort of that beautiful doorman, so that the osmosis between the top notes and the bottom notes do have sort of a gatekeeper as they combine. Does that make sense? And I can sense that the mate is what's really doing the magic here. Because I know all those other scent notes.
True.
But there's something about how they're being allowed to combine that's being a bit controlled. And I think it's the mate that's doing it.
So who would have thought, after 400-some episodes, that we could still have new scent notes? It's kind of fun that they keep us on our toes.
And we find them all the time. Halloween, we had broom in Season of the Witch. And that's an actual scent note from something real they had hundreds of years ago. It's amazing. And I love it when you do find something like this with something weird in the middle.
You
Because
gotta look it
everything
up.
else in here is amazing and crowd-pleasing. Amber, cedar, please, right? Neroli, violet. But then in the middle is just something that's going to make it so different and so new. That's what I love about those.
Should we see how the mate is working
I
in
want
here?
that splash on me now. Let's go a little deeper and see if we can open the bottle. Woo! We have stopped getting the menthol in our splashes so we can more experience the original that Rod and Mandy had intended.
A little more authentic to the scent notes. But if it's something that we like, we can order it again with.
Right. Not that there's anything wrong with menthol, Doug. And y'all, can we just take our hats off to the fact that Stirling prices these at less than a glass of wine in Manhattan so you can have a matching splash with your soap?
Or if you wanted to get this in their EDT, I think they have it. That shaping price
y'all,
is so great.
And less than $25, I think, for the EDTs, and we have not even put a dent in ours yet.
It's
I'm not
true.
sure how, because we use them all the time.
We tried.
All right, here we go. Do you want to try this?
I
Kate?
think I'm going in.
Let's imbibe. Here we go.
Okay.
Chin chin.
Oh, she woke up. Can you smell it?
Oh.
Oh, wow. It's getting bougie up in here.
Oh, I love the intensity. It's kind of right where Carmichael was. Just
there you go, yeah.
best friend on your shoulder. Oh, and the creaminess of that sandalwood. in
There
the
is
splash.
something.
Are you getting that?
Yeah, but I think the mate is actually doing something different. It said it had like a gentle haze, smoky kind of vibe.
Right.
Because I'm trying to figure out what makes this masculine. I mean, reading the scent notes is a thing, but like, how is this still, for sure, a men's cologne,
Well, right.
but gentle?
That's interesting because when we did Fierce by Abercrombie and Fitch, right? Lightish red
Right.
for the Stirling homage. It is like very sweet, very syrupy. You're almost like, how could this possibly be masculine? And yet it really is, right?
Right.
I think what it is that we had so many decades of those iconic colognes and the Brutes and the Sun-Ups and the Muskies that Matt Fox knows all too
Right.
well. I think once we started letting go of those darker musks hiding inside the brights were allowed to be rediscovered.
Yeah.
Because in this, there is nothing even being played with on the dark side. I know this lists patchouli, but this is more of a white, clean, peppery,
I'd
sweeter
agree.
patchouli, y'all. This is awesome. So I think that's what it is. I
Yeah.
think that everything that our noses kind of equate with the old man smell was not in these like at all. And then these took those lighter and less intense
Right.
scents and remixed them and rebalanced them to give them their personalities back in a whole different way without needing any of those musks or any of the darker things to anchor it.
Right.
And I love how this does stay absolutely masculine while having the character of a clear blue sky.
Yeah, and it's funny because I was going back to when I had my first whiff of like getting that winter aquatic-y kind of side.
Right.
Like it's such a well-blended scent. It's still hard for me to pick out the scent notes. Even if I'm smelling here, like I do, it's all in there.
Right.
But I don't know if I could pick out the scent notes.
Right.
So it's the mastery of the perfuming side in this scent for me that is fun because I think whatever you're trying to smell more of, if you want the woodsy sides, if you want that masculine floral, if you want just the clean side of it, that's in here too.
Yeah, and y'all, if you do need to project a more gentle character, there have been times where I've been hired to teach kindergarten music, y'all. It helps to walk in your Pixar sweatshirt carrying Lainey because the kids automatically know that you're more of a gentle soul. So I think if I were to have a scent that would basically project a gentle nature to go along with my Pixar sweatshirt and my Lainey dog entering into my kindergarten class to play the recorder, I think this would be the kind of scent they would want. I think if you went too far to the Gucci Envy line of things, it would almost be back to being an obvious EDP kind of thing again, where this is just a beautiful vibe and a character, and we are ready to play some serious Duck, Duck, Go, y'all. Thumbs up, 7-Up. Who stole the cookie from the cookie jar?
It's funny because it's raining here today, and those are the indoor games you have to play.
Nobody
when it's
ever
raining.
picked me on Thumbs Up, 7-Up. You know why? I wasn't wearing this.
For me, it's a good time. Like how we were saying, nothing could phase you, just roll off your back. Like, I feel like I'd want to wear it if we were going out to just enjoy ourselves, if we're going out to lunch, if we want to just have a chill day, not stressing about the adulting, and just escape. This would be one of those scents.
Yeah, y'all, we have a big bay trail that runs for like 20 miles around the edge of the bay, and that's where I'd wear this, just for a nice walk out in the bay breeze.
There
Maybe
is
not
something,
today because it's raining.
It's raining. But there is something about that, not quite aquatic, but approaching the winter side still. That it's there. Like, that's what makes it a little bit more of a seasonal to me. But again, I don't think it has to be. It's
This
just what I'm
is
getting.
a third cousin twice removed to Bleu de Chanel. So it's pretty simple, y'all. Semantics can be your friend. If you are a fan of high-level EDPs and colognes, and somebody does come over to your house and smell you and ask you if that lovely little bottle on the counter is actually the Bonafide version of Prada L'Homme, you can look at them and honestly say, yeah, it is. You got your own. Head over to stirlingsoap.com where you can find this and a wide range of other products. Well, I've had my shave, y'all, with Bonafide. Subtle, gentle confidence. That's what this gives you. A best friend on your shoulder. Not too sweet, with some lovely herbs and woods under the surface. What a lovely scent. And y'all, when I went for a walk with that splash on, it was just a lovely reminder of how comforting life can be. I love this one. Thanks, Rod and Mandy.
Welcome to Messages.
Hey y'all, so our giveaway for the month of December is our soap, a collaboration. It is very secret, we can't talk about it yet, but we do want to send out a small sample of it to one of you. All you have to do to be eligible is send an email here to wesetyou@thebarbershopduet.com, mention secret collab, and check back on January 1st when we announce our lucky winner on the show.
Best of luck.
Oh, absolutely a number one contender for the Marcus Clean scent. Are you getting this?
No, I totally am. Which is funny because we were joking earlier that Bonafide and Bonaparte are very different. So don't mix those up.
Right. Doug Lane was like, I thought you weren't like that crazy about that song. No, that was Bonaparte. That was the one that Rod smelled like oranges and curry that had been puked up into a porta potty. And don't complain if you buy it because I'm not giving your money back. That was Bonaparte. This is Bonafide.
Different.
Very, very different. And y'all stay tuned because I'm dusting off the templates for our Christmas episodes and we have so many fabulous soaps to come. Ariana and Evans and House of Mammoth and Stirling soap. Y'all stay tuned. There are mysteries and wonders in store this Christmas season.
Yeah, we are off to get our tree. Don't forget, your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.